Good morning, everybody. You know what today is? Today is officially the first planting day of the 2025 garden season. So I'm just popping this up on my computer, but this is what I actually use. It's the vegetable seed starting dates. Now this is a nice, just basic one that comes from the Halifax Seed Company for my zone, for Atlantic Canada 5B. And what we're planting today are leeks and onions. Now you can actually start both of these anytime from the middle of February clear through to the middle of April or the end of April. But let's get these guys in the ground. We are going to start planting seeds. So it is 1 week till the end of February. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have 3 rows of these with onion. I even labeled them this year. Are you guys proud of me? And 2 with leeks. So the plan is for each one of these cells to have 5 seeds. Let's get to work and get some seeds in the dirt. It's going to be a little bit of a messy way to do it, but now the good thing about leeks and onions is that they are such a small seed. You can put 5 in here and they'll stay in these trays until we're ready to get them in the ground. 2, 3, shaky just today. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Now that was a job and a half. And all I got done so far are the onions. So I'm just going to cover these up real quick. There we go. Last tray. Alrighty. There we go. So what I've got is 5 onions in each one of these cells. So 30 onions. That's 180 onions. Not bad. All right. Let's get the leeks planted. So this is what I had done. Just so you guys know, I tapped down the dirt, just like that. Now the reason why I tamped down the dirt is because it makes it a little bit easier to get the holes made. But I'm not jamming the dirt in. I'm just kind of making it a little bit more compact, I suppose, because I've been using the tool and quite literally drilling in little holes. Drilling in 5 little holes in each cell, just like that. And that gives me the spot for the seed. So it's ridiculously easy. The problem is when you're planting leeks and onions, it's really time consuming. All right, I'm gonna drill all these holes and then we'll pop the leeks in. Once I get comfy again. There we go. Time for the leek seeds. This part here, drilling the little holes, that's the most tedious part right after you put the seeds in. The leek seeds are a little bit bigger than the onions, but not by much. So let's fill all these in, get these covered up, and then it is time to fill in on the book with the whats, the wheres, and the what we dids. If that made any sense whatsoever. I just said that as Fred was walking away and he just laughed at me. I guess when you've been with someone for as long as we have, if you've been with your partner for 20 plus years, you guys probably laugh at each other too. At least I would hope so. All right, guys, I'm going to fill these up and then we'll be back. Woohoo, the leeks are planted. All right. use this to make my life easier. Get the dirt from the edges. So the reason why, guys, I'm doing them a light tamp down after I planted them is that you want that moist dirt against the seeds. I mean, if the seeds don't have anything to grow in, they're not going to grow, right? So quick little light tamp down on everybody. Not a hard tamp, of course, because, you know, they do need some room, of course. There we go. Let's put these guys to bed, so to speak. Okay, the seeds are put to bed. Yeah, I don't need the light yet, but they're all kind of interconnected. And we have the lights up here for the pears, so that's okay. Now, I bottom water these. So there's a little bit of extra water down in the bottom now, but we have 6 trays of onions and 2 trays of leeks. Now we got to get all this info in our little book. So this little book that my sister gave me is actually going to come in pretty handy. So let's put it in here. So first things first is, it's a vegetable. It is Oneida onions. Started from seed. So we planted them today, which is February 19th. Yay! All right. So now the seeds require more water, and so do the plants. So we're going to stick it right about here. All right. Now the second thing we planted today were leeks. They are a vegetable, started from seed on February 19th, and they're about the same, mid to high water. So let's talk about economics. Now the reason why is I was talking to my sister the other day. She asked me flat out, how much do I save by canning and gardening? And while I've been planting the onions and the leeks, I took a really good serious thought about it. So here's the deal. Right now, a 2-pound bag of onions is what? 5 to 6 onions, give or take. So if I took the average as about 5 decent-sized medium onions, as about 2 pounds, each one of those little cells back there in that tray are 5 onions. So basically, one cell is about 5 pounds of onions. Sorry, 2 pounds of onions. I got 5 on the brain. So right now, a good price for onions, depending on where you are. If they're on sale, they're about $2 for a 2-pound bag of onions. Quite frequently more. All right, I have got 6, 12, 36 cells of onions. Yeah. So 36 cells, which could be equivalent to approximately 36 2-pound bags of onions at $2 a pop on sale. That's, wow, my brain just kicked in. I did math. Isn't that cool? So if they all come out to a decent size, now that's an if, of course, because I'm planting onions from seed. And if you guys know me, onions from seed, sometimes it works out. Sometimes it says, ha, joke's on you. So if all of those seeds come up, there's 190 of them, by the way, and they all come out to be a decent sized medium onion, that's equivalent to about $70 to $75 worth of onions, technically 72 if you do the exact math, if you have a 2-pound bag of onions on sale for $1.99. So I paid $2.49 for that bag of onion seeds. So a $70 return, I'd say that's pretty good. Now the leeks. This one is a scary thought. Now the leeks that I planted are the Musselburgh leeks. So when you go into the grocery store and you see leeks that are for sale, they're those ones that have the big white section and they're like that big around. I really do enjoy leeks, but to get leeks in the grocery store, you could get 2 or 3 in a bundle. And when I was at Walmart, when were we at Walmart? When were we at Walmart? What, a couple weeks ago? They were $4.99 for 2. 2. Put that big around. 2. That's unbelievable. That's a lot of money. I paid $2.49 for that package of leeks. Last year I did weigh those. I didn't tell you guys. I should have told you guys because I was weighing things every now and then and I forgot about the leeks. But anyway, let's get back to the point. I ended up, I think it was about 7 pounds, but they were just little. They didn't grow very well, but that's all right. I had them scattered in strange places and I really didn't even talk about them because I just wanted to see if I can grow them. This year, I think I've got it nailed down, by the way. When it comes to leeks, you grow them in a trench and then you kind of backfill them and you get that nice big long white part instead of them looking like green onions. But anyway, the point is $5 for 2 or 3. So I paid $2.49 for the leeks. If all of those leeks come up, even if they're little, I want to see how much I'm going to get out of it when I do the math. On really good sale days or just really bad vegetable production days, when I count that tray, I can have anywhere from $80 to $100 in value just in onions and leeks alone. And all it was a little bit of sweat equity. Not even, because I had myself sitting in this chair drilling little holes in the dirt. And that's just the value of the veggies. Now, if I take the money off for the seed starting mix, where that bag of seed starting mix we got on sale at the nursery for $8, great price. We reuse these things. These ones here, you can get a pack of 12 of them, $1 I think they were $1.25. These are the ones we use for tomatoes and peppers. These little guys here, these little 6-cell containers, when I find veggies on clearance at the end of the season, we just save them until they break. So value-wise, when it comes to containers, you can get some really cheap stuff or reuse things. We did spend money on 2 heating mats. You can usually get them on sale at the end of the season or once people get past that whole seed starting thing. Both of those seed mats, they're about $25, but they'll last for years. And it's just enough to warm the seeds to give them a really good start. Our lights, we got them all off of Amazon on sale. I prefer the white grow lights, the multi-spectrum white ones, but those are expensive. The pink ones, not as great, but they work. That's all that matters. We'll actually talk about probably later on this season the actual costs of gardening if you're going to start them by seed, things along those lines. We'll talk about it later on. But I'm thoroughly amazed. When I thought about it, I quite literally could have a potential of $100 or maybe even a little bit more, depending on how they grow, of just onions and leeks. That is totally crazy. I'm going to have to think about the raspberries this year too. So this is what happens when your sister puts a thought in your head and now the head is going, how much am I saving? How much did that cost me? And how much is it going to cost me to put it in jars? Anyway, guys, that is officially the start of our 2025 garden season. Onions and leeks are in the dirt. Yes, I know. Now I'm going to be spending the next 2 months as I plant, as I get seeds started, thoroughly staring at those trays, and I'm going to be hollering at Fred and say, look, stuff has come through. Yeah, I'm strange. I admit it. I get like this every year. I am so impatient getting things to grow. I'm working on it. Alrighty, guys. That's it. Like I said, it's just a quick little one. We have officially started, and I've officially started the book. So what are you guys growing this year if you have a garden? Do you have a garden? Do you have a patio? Do you have a balcony? Do you just have a deck? Are you starting gardening? Because we're going to put some stuff in pots again this year. I'm kind of curious how it's going to work out. And I'm wondering if I can do a greenhouse garden. I haven't told Fred this one yet. He ought to be interesting. I want to see if I can grow a kitchen garden, just a little kitchen garden, just in the greenhouse. Yeah, it's going to be a fun year. I need to get more active, and my garden is definitely going to help me out doing that. So thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and bye for now.